This. Do you remember that I wanted to try this thing? Hi, Marcus. Voilà. It's the Matcha Latte from Segafredo, guys. Voilà. I'm not... Hi, Jason. I don't want to move it too much because it's so full, guys. Can you see? Voilà. That's nice, right? Hi, Thomas. And I'm not sure... Hi, so fun. Guys, I'm not sure if I have to eat or drink this thing. Because it's... I checked afterwards. Hi, Evan. You're not sleeping? 다이쇼부. No, you're not sleeping, of course not. It's the matcha latte with langue de chat. I've introduced langue de chat before, I think, right? This is French. You know langue de chat? Langue means the tongue, and chat means cat. So it's cat's tongue, ne? I'm going to take off the cat's tongue because this is too full, guys. I'm going to spill it, huh? We can try the langue de chat afterwards, ne? Voilà. So I think this must be some, this is the milk froth on top, and there is this matcha layer. But it fell on my way to the counter. Is there, right? I'm on the terrace. We should try it. I haven't had breakfast, guys, so this is going to be a late breakfast. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasho. Hi, Terry. Oh my, this is good. Oh my god, this is so good. It's like, oh my god, it's so creamy. ちょっと待って。Oh my god, guys. You know that usually I like to stick to the stuff that I like. It's the hot one. On the picture you have the long tall one is the cold one. This is the hot one. And you know that I'm doing this for you guys because you know that usually I like to stick to the stuff that I like. And at Segafredo I always have an espresso or an espresso or the so much powder on my clothes or the cafe latte. But guys, this is so good. I think this is gente. I have to ask until when they're doing it because I want to have this again because this is so good. It's super creamy. The matcha taste in the beverage is not that strong. It's more of let's say milky, creamy taste. But the layer, the powder, the matcha powder on top is so delicious. And it's good because, hi DG, it's not too strong, I think, the matcha flavor, which I like. Voila, this is how I want you to have this stuff, I think. I imagine it would be more like a coffee. And, すいません。これっていつまでなんですか？いつまでやります？限定なんですよね。お願いします。あと中ってコーヒー入ってないんですね。お願いします。Sorry guys. There is still some things in the air. I still have the hay fever. I asked her, I think she's new. It's the first time I see her. I can't feel coffee in there. Let me try it again. I feel it tastes, I think this is tea, guys. It tastes like a little bit of Earl Grey. If she tells me, yes, we do put coffee in here, I'll be so ashamed of my tasting ability. Hi, Trek. I was thinking about you this morning. I hope you're well. This is tea, guys. This is not coffee. I hope she confirms. Voila. So this is really delicious, and also it's not too sweet. You know that I like stuff that is not too sweet.
7日までやってます。
はい。
7日
5月7日まで、
はい
あまあらまこれってコーヒーじゃなくて紅茶ですかね、ベースは。
コーヒーは入ってないそうです。
入ってないですね。
はい
OK、ありがとうございます。
はい
すみません。
よかったです
はい、ありがとうございます。OK、there is no coffee in here. I wasn't wrong. They do this until they've been doing this for something like 2 months. And I've seen it always. I never ordered it because I didn't want to, you know, be disappointed. But I am not disappointed. It's super delicious. But alas, they are doing this only until the 7th of May. So I only have 3 days to enjoy this. 3 days left because it's the 4th, right, of May. I've been a little bit disconnected lately. But voilà, if you're in Japan, I don't know if they are doing this in other... Do you have Segafredo in your countries, guys? You must have. It's an international brand now, right? This Italian brand. I think I love Segafredo. I was using Segafredo in France too. We love it with my family, and I. We love Segafredo. Let me know if you can find it in your countries. If you can, please try it. This is so good. If you're, I know that most of you are matcha lovers, so. Oh my God, this is so good. I should have tried this way before. Did you see also how pretty it is? I took pictures before starting. Hi, Jansu. It took some time for them to make it. I think it was something like 500 and... ちょっと待って、yes, 540 yen, which is not cheap, about $5, but it's really worth it because of the quality, right? If you can try it, just try it. Matcha lovers, you will love this, I think, and also for people who love tea and creamy stuff like me, this is the one you want. Voila. So guys, I thought, you know, because I realized coming here that I haven't live streamed for a week. I've uploaded a few short videos. I hope you liked. I don't get so many views on the Moroccan videos. I know that, guys, you're interested more in Japan. Ramses, thank you so much. Santé. Did you get my card, by the way? Second card, not the first card. You didn't. I don't think you got the second postcard I sent you. There's a second postcard on its way. Yeah, remember last time it took so long? I guess it's going to take a little bit more, but... So I thought, oh my God, I have, you know, that I want to keep on live streaming because Trike, yeah, you can't. It's short videos, so you should be able to catch up if you want to see some of Morocco. Oh my God, guys, I just loved the country. I fell in love with Morocco. It was a really pleasant surprise because some people, they just love Morocco, but the people around me who told me about Morocco, apart from one of that's old friends, she's my friend since college, and she would go all the time, every holiday she would go to Morocco. She's a big Morocco fan. But I didn't get such a good feedback about Morocco. Like, people told me that the food wasn't that good, and you know, they, you know, didn't really like it. It's an intimate look at things I would never see. Yes, Evan, and you know that I was thinking this morning again that in that sense I'm not a real YouTuber because you know, to make really a thorough presentation of what I'm seeing, it would just take so much time, right? And also, I was there with with my customers, so I wasn't free to do everything that I wanted to do. But still, it's good, all those bits that I could take, right? But if I'd want, it's just the top of the iceberg, right? I mean, and also it's not within 4 days that you can see all of Morocco. And I'm still like, after like Japan, 22 years, still discovering things, right? But you know, editing those, because you know, I had found this music. I wanted a Moroccan style music, right? And it was just 2 minutes and 7 seconds, and I had, oh my god, I had something like 40 minutes of footage that I had to reduce to that because I didn't find any other proper music. I know. But you know, then I had, it's really a digest of the best images and souvenirs to me, and I kept, you know, bits of the road in between Rabat and Meknes, because you know, did you see, you know, that donkey, the horse, in how they carry horses there and like how they carry stuff? I thought that was interesting, and also, you know, it's good memories for me to. It was nice to see all those videos, those bits. Now I have to erase so much stuff on my mobile because this is too much. But so again, let me go back to what I was saying. I fell in love with Morocco. Hello to my new subscribers from Morocco. Thank you very much, because a few people subscribed. I want to thank you, and I'm sorry this is going to be about Japan again from now on, but I hope I can go back to your beautiful country. And why did I fall in love with Morocco? I'm going to enjoy this with you guys. Now it's just going to be Jennifer talking about her trip to Morocco. I should add this, you know, maybe to the title, and my Nani Moroccan thoughts, something like that. Thoughts about Morocco. Voilà. Yes, I must say, in Riyadh next time I visit. 400, aren't you in England? Why? What are you doing up so early or late? I fell in love with Morocco because of its beautiful people. I was really amazed by, you know how we say that Japanese people are super welcoming people? You know what? I think that Moroccan people, they just beat Japanese people, because it's just so natural with them, for them to be that welcoming, and it really comes from the heart. In Japan, of course, it comes from the heart, but also they have to welcome you. It has some... Hi, Mexico. I would love to go to Mexico someday. Hi, Jessica. In Japan, it has a format. Hi, Joyce. So this is, you know, there are rules about basically everything. This is why I think the way they welcome you is different. In Morocco, it's just the way people are. And what I really felt is that, you know, even people who don't have some... What's going on? Is there a concert or something? I'll have to ask. I have a friend who lives here, so I'll have to ask her. And I've seen that in Vietnam and in Thailand, you know, like when you go to areas where people, you know, where you see people who don't have so much money, you can see that some of them, I mean, they would give you their house. It's like they have nothing, but they want to share. And that's really touching. And in Morocco, it was I've talked about that a lot on Patreon already, I think, but and in the videos you saw when we arrived at the hotel, of course we had, you know, the welcome mint tea and the welcome sweets, and everywhere you go you get something to eat to welcome you. Then when we went to the souk with my newly found friends, Bouchra, if you watch this video, Bouchra, je t'adore, voilà. Hein? I could see that, you know, people, so two things surprised me and amazed me. It's that first, the locals, they just try everything from the stalls. And they're like, my friend, she would be like, try it, taste it. So, and you know that I like to taste things, right? But we were having so much food during the meals and in between, right? And it was like just too much, but she would be like, just try it, pick something, and like almost putting it in my mouth, you know? But also the people, the sellers would be like, just, hey, try the food, you know? Even if we, you know, they would know we wouldn't buy the food, they want to share and they want you to discover their food. And I really loved that, and I thought that they were just such warm people, you know, and this is why I fell in love with the country. Yes, please. You know what? When I go back there, I just have to buy my ticket. I don't need to go to the hotel because my friends, they showed me. I've seen already the guest room where I'm going to stay. Seriously, guys, this is like too much. Like, you know, oh my God, they are just adorable, right? So I think they know lots of places, but you know, we could compare. Bouchra, she told me that Marrakesh, everybody told me that I had to go to Marrakesh next time. So hopefully I can do that. I also realized that, you know, it's just 3 hours from France. It might even be closer from Bordeaux. And the tickets are not expensive from France, right? So, you know, when I go back to France, I could, you know, take even just 2-3 nights and go back there again. I had to go back there because I just love it. It's, yeah, that trip, it's just, there's been all those moments, very touching moments, and you know, just the warmth. It's the climate, it's the people, it's the food, the colors, guys. I just love the colors. Yay! Woohoo! Hello, you're there. Hello, darling. And I'm not saying that like, you know, thank you, Aniel Rivera. Thank you so much. I am enjoying this. This is so, so good. I'm going to have lunch with a friend afterwards. I don't know if we're going to have soba or some goemon pasta, which one day I will, someday when I go there on my own, I will live stream from there and show you the whole menu, because you know that this is one of the pasta chain stores that I love. Hi Jade, how are you? Thank you. I want to thank you for all the lovely comments always. I'm good. Guys, I had my first proper night. No more jet lag, hopefully. I had a proper night at last. And I'm out of my cave. I didn't go out from the house since I came back because I had to catch up with so many things and also spend time with the babies. And you know, with the jet lag, I was a little bit like just disconnected, but I'm back. Hi, Chris. But yeah, Morocco, I definitely want to go back. You know, I was thinking about my trip to Taiwan. It was a lovely trip, Taiwan. But you know, if I had the time to travel 3-4 days, I will go back to Hong Kong, not Taiwan. And Morocco, it's one of those countries, you know, that I think, oh my God, I just so want to go back because it was just so great. I have to. I haven't started using my babouche yet. You know, I let it mature. 熟成させてるってbabouche. You know, 楽しみにしてる. It's like I'm excited about being able to use those, you know, in a few days. So, yes, of course. For, you know, next time I go there, it will be a private trip. This time, remember that, you know, I was also working, so. But it was just wonderful. It was also good that I could visit, you know, that winery because, you know, with my job, it was interesting, and I had heard about that winery before. So, talking about that, Jason, I told you in the newsletter yesterday, I'm working. I just need to take, now that I'm out of my cave, I can do the introductory bit for the video that you know, I have to post on Patreon for you and the girls, and Evan too. It's coming. I should be able to upload it tonight or tomorrow the latest because it's going to be longer. You're going to get the winery plus you know, the secret night evening that I had. You heard about that, Ramses too. Ramses, my prince, you're my prince, right? So it's going to be a good video. It wasn't supposed to be the April's wine video, you know, that I do that live usually, but I didn't have the time to, and I didn't bring back. Hi, Sir reads. Sir reads a lot. I read a lot too. I didn't bring back wine because I had 2 bottles of champagne. I opened one 2 days ago, you know, after a few days of detox. And also the wines that I tasted. Yay! Woohoo! Bisous! And there are some people in the store I can't get super crazy, but you know that I love your name. This is how I want to feel every day. Like inside, I'm always like, yay! Woohoo! You know. Thank you so much for the chip in. The wine was, there was one of the wines that I liked very much, but then the others, we didn't try all of the selection, but some of the wines were a little bit difficult for me because they lacked freshness, I would say, but you know, it's just, they have so many terroirs. But it was really an amazing tour that we had there. So you'll see bits of it that I haven't uploaded anywhere, Jason and the others, by Monday. Voilà. Alors, did I try rose wine? No, but I got... seriously, guys, yes, I have to tell you about this. Seriously, my newly found friends, they were just so adorable. And it's like, you know, I've spent 3 days with them because, you know, they were... Alors, you know, they are in textile, you say, I think? And those beautiful sets that I bought come from their shop. Huh? I will put the information because if any of you go to Rabat, you have to go and visit them. And so I was with them, you know, with my customers, but also on my own sometimes because we really got on well, right? And like, oh my God, it was crazy because there are stuff that I haven't shown you yet and that I'm going to show you the monthly goodies live that I'm going to make on Patreon. Sorry about that for those who are not on Patreon. I'm going to do it, I think, on Monday. I still have some goodies that I haven't finished eating that I want to show you, but also there are stuff that I haven't shown you, like rose, like some, how do you call that, like products, you know. Sorry guys, I haven't talked to people in 5 days, so it's a little bit hard to say. My brain is not functioning. So I haven't tried rose wine, but I got some products, organic products. And hi, only in Antarctica, long time no see. We would go somewhere, and oh my god, my friends, they wouldn't let me open my wallet. It's like, I mean, I want to live there forever. No, okay, I'm just kidding, because you know, I was there as not for a long time and as a tourist, but seriously guys, I spent 3 days and everything I wanted to buy, they bought everything for me. It was like really crazy. At the end I was like, oh my god, you have to stop doing this. And then I was like, okay, you know, there is nothing I can do about it, so you know, I have to ask. I hope, well, in the end, I hope Bushra is not watching this video. I have to ask her for their address, you know, pretending I'm going to send a postcard, and I know what I'm going to send them because they're in textile. So we have nice stuff here that I think they will enjoy. It's going to be a surprise. Yes, very generous people, and it was like, you know, when we were at the souk in Meknes, at some point there is a pink dress. You have to get ready for bed. Okay, sleep tight, and thank you so much for the chip in. Yay, woohoo! In the video of the souk in Meknes, there is like pink light dress, and I wanted to buy that one. And then, so they were like, okay, and you, oh, take the blue one too, it suits you, and what about the green, and blah, blah, blah. So I just took, because when they started doing that, I knew they wouldn't let me pay. So I just, you know, and with the pink and blue, it was okay, but it was crazy. And when we said goodbye that day, I asked Bushra, I said, hey, do I ask Munir, because I'd like to reimburse, but I assume he's going to say no. And she was like, oh my god, don't ask, he will be offended, you know. So I thought, okay. And last day, you know, she was like buying me so much stuff, and I thought, okay, they are happy doing it, and I was happy too, you know. This was just so cute. I felt like, you know, I was the sister coming back from abroad, and they were just spoiling me. So I hope that, you know, this is actually what we'll do a little bit in Japan, right? Maybe not to that extent, but we like to spoil people who visit us. So it was just lovely, you know, feeling part of the family. And, you know, just they said from the very beginning, they were like, you know, you have to come back to Morocco, and you don't even have to book a hotel. You can come and stay at home. So that's, and they have five dogs, I think. So, you know, voila. So that was, you know, I was like, I came back and I was like, hold on a second. I spent a week abroad. It was a business trip, so everything was paid for, right? I had no expenses because my customer paid for tickets, hotels, etc. And then when I was in Morocco, seriously, guys, I withdrew something like $50 to give tips, right? This is the only thing I used, because, and then at the airport, I had 20 left that, you know, I used to buy some stuff, and then, you know, within a week, okay, I bought some champagne in France. That was the 2 bottles, because I bought vintage one. So I had it, the vintage one was something like 45, so I spent something like $80, I think. But I'm like, wow, when is last time I didn't spend money like that? I was, you know, like, you know, I should go to Morocco once a month, right? Actually, what cost me more is because, you know, it's a student who comes and take care of the babies, so I give him, of course, you know, some money to thank him, and, you know, I mean, to support him. But that's what cost me most. That was the only expense I really had that week. When will I return? You have a good night, huh? Yes. Woohoo, tiens. When will I return? I'm not sure. I don't even know when I'll be able to go back to France. I'm thinking maybe, hopefully, because I have to go back to Bordeaux and take care of some things. So maybe I can go back this autumn, not sure. We'll see. Then you know how it is. I might, let me think. Actually, I might have to take some Japanese guys for a new wine business. You know, when I was in Kyoto, I think I mentioned when I came back, it had been 2 fulfilling days. So we'll see. In that case, I might go during the summer. But then, you know, I don't like, well, we'll see. It will depend. Konnichiwa. It will depend on who can take care of the babies and for how long. You know, it's always the same problem. But someday I'll go back. You know, there are so many places I want to go back to, but it's not always easy, you know, with the family, right? Voila, voila. If you have any questions about Morocco, things I might have forgotten to mention, because I see my phone just got a little bit black. I didn't have the time to fully charge it before leaving home. My experience in Marrakesh would be yes. Alors 400. If I think that the fact that I was with locals might have changed things, of course, but I felt that because sometimes I was walking on my own, you know, and I could see the reactions of the people, and honestly they were super friendly. So, and you know that I'm pretty good at you know, like feeling the atmosphere, right? Because sometimes people, they play the welcoming part, but you can see in their eyes that they are not really welcoming you. And honestly, in Morocco, it was just, I could feel just so much warmth. And you know, I was always with the video and taking pictures, and I was careful sometimes. You know, you can see that people are surprised, or they don't really want to. Even I sometimes, I don't want people to take pictures of me or videos, you know. Then, you know, I would stop, and it's normal. But the overall atmosphere was that they were super welcoming. So it's not the image. Also, I think I was lucky because we were in Rabat. Marrakesh is much more touristic, and my sister actually, she didn't like it because she was, I hear that people, they really harass you. You know, they try and sell you stuff, and if you're not used to it, it can be hard. I know that because it's just so surprising. You know, I remember when I traveled to Vietnam, it was when I was living in France. On Antarctica, you know, nobody likes to be, you know, and to see poorness, and, you know, it's hard. You know, in Morocco, the only thing, it wasn't super bad. I hear there are countries where it's super bad, but, you know, when I see animals in the street, it hurts me, you know, it makes me feel sad, and really, it's, you know, that it's just, you know, it makes me feel sick, right? But and then you see some people, and it makes me feel sad. You think, oh my God, you know, like it's, you know, okay, I'm not going to stop talking about this because it makes me feel like crying. I'm just remember, I will tell you maybe about this another time, but like if you're like, what? We have so much money, and like this person, what? this person is going to do with $1 or €1, and you're like, oh my God, you just have to really realize how lucky we are to be born in our countries and to have so much around us, right? But anyways, oh my God, I lost my train of thoughts. Yes, about when I went from France, the first country where I went was Vietnam, where I could see really poor people, right? And you just have to open your eyes to what's going on in this world, right? And this is also when I realized I became even more grateful of what I had in my life. And waking up every morning and thinking I have a roof on my head, I have a salary every month, I have enough food, I'm healthy, my family is healthy, right? Because in Vietnam I saw people living in the streets, but what I loved about Vietnam is that they were always smiling, and you could see that they were happy just to be alive, and that's taught me a great lesson. And in Vietnam, they try to sell you stuff, and even if you don't buy stuff, they don't. Konnichiwa. Kawaii ne, kawaii ne. Dog alert, guys. Kawaii ne. So tiny, both of them, right?何の話してた忘れたやばいね They try and sell you stuff, but then even if you don't buy, big smile, they leave you with a big smile. In Thailand, it was half and half. Some people I can sense they really wanted to sell stuff. They weren't aggressive, but they didn't leave you with a smile, some of them. But I haven't been to Marrakesh. My sister, she said, she was in Riyadh, and she said, she spent a weekend. She said, at the end, I didn't even want to leave the Riyadh because it was just so tiring, being all the time harassed and buy me this and buy me that, We didn't experience that in Rabat because it's less touristic, I think. Also, maybe because we were with my friend. But as I said, when I was walking on my own, people, they just I felt like I could communicate with the people. They would talk to me, and they didn't. What was a good surprise is that and especially with my face, I'm so white, right? I didn't feel like they looked at me as if I was like the stranger. And I don't know why, but I just felt at ease. And this is why I thought, oh my God, I could live in this country. Because I feel part of, I'm in my element, we say. Je suis dans mon élément, we say in French. Do you say that in English? Your husband hated Marrakesh, but he got used to the custom and the culture. Yeah, but Marrakesh, is super, super. And maybe I won't maybe if I had been, guys, I told you, if I had been to Tokyo in the first place, maybe I wouldn't have stayed in Japan. And maybe that if I had started with Marrakesh, I wouldn't have liked Morocco that much. So I think I've been super lucky. Hey JK, I was wondering where you were. Voila. So then maybe I go back again. I have bad experiences, and but my first impression is just so good. And it's like Japan, guys, I will tell you about this someday. I need to digest this a little bit more, I think. But lately I've really had bad experiences at work. Like just before going to Morocco, and in Morocco, guys, Oh my God, it was like, oh my God, that was bad. I need to digest this. But it took me back to, it's good in a way because, I just had, I know now the difficulties that I've had working in Japan for 22 years. Very often people ask me if I had difficulties in the male dominant, to say, culture, in a culture dominated by males. But it's like there are still in every country anyways those like salary differences, etc., etc. The difficulties I've had in Japan, I will have to do another live stream about this, but just a quick like Nani maintenant un avant-goût de ce dont je vais parler. It's people who speak French or kind of speak French, and then they make lots of difficulties for me in the workplace because they're insecure, and they try to just say to sap my position, to spoil everything, and make me look bad before they're insecure and their level is not good, when my level is good. I'm not sure I'm explaining that well enough, but and because of those people, I have, oh my God, I get so stressed, and they spoil things because they are just like, the small insects that bother you and bother you and bother you, because they're just not good, and they want to make themselves look bigger, so they try to use you to make themselves look better, but by then spoiling your position. So oh my God, and I'm not good. I have to. It's okay, Joyce. I'm not going to live stream much more, just a few more minutes. So I will see you again very soon. Next week I'm going back to my live streaming routine, as I'll have meetings in town. So all over in town. So voila. But we all have some ego at some point, right? You have to have some ego. If not, you can't climb the ladder. But it's really the people who can do the least who've been, oh my God, such a pain in the arse to me. And I experienced that in Morocco. And seriously, oh my God, I will tell you about this. Because I still have a little bit of anger. And I haven't forgiven that person for being such a pain in the ass, And I realize it's not because of the client, it's because of a Japanese woman who pretends she speaks French that well. And I've been stupid. I should have said that when we were there. I should have told my client that she was making mistakes. I've been too kind. Brian, see you soon. A woman, but I've had difficulties, with. Until now, it was because of women, but also once because of a man, and it lasted so long. I will tell you. I will make a live stream about that, guys. But oh my God, like I was so stressed so often. I would go back home like crying because I was so stressed and wanting to stop working for that company. But yeah, but this is how it goes. it's also good that I didn't let, you know, those little upsetting things spoil the remaining of my trip there, you know. But this is where I think I've grown up, you know. But you know, we all have, yeah, it's jealousy, Paul, you're right. My friends, and it's my friend, they said, hey, she's jealous of you, you know. This is how I realized afterwards that she had probably, you know, told things behind my back to my customer, but jealousy, yeah, I know. Yeah, but the problem is ignore, and, you know, I've always been trying, you know, rather to help and, you know, make myself smaller, you know. It's difficult to explain in English, but, you know, I'm not the kind of, hey, you know, see how good I am. I'm pretty not, you know. I never say, when I can do something 100%, I always say 80% of what I can do, because also I don't want to disappoint people. But when I know, when I'm sure 200% about something, I'm not, you know, saying that so strongly. And when I feel people are insecure and they don't feel comfortable about their level, I try to boost them and I support them. But oh my God, I'd say just those people who really spoiled my life. That's yeah, I'm laid back, I think. And also, before going seriously, guys, I feel it's like, you know, and I think this is why the trip to Morocco, it was good. I had it refreshed me. But this is why I will never work again. I will never become again work for a Japanese company. I'm good on working as a consultant on my own, because you know, I have the possibility, if it doesn't work with one customer, I can just not work with the customer anymore, which I'm thankful for, and it's a luxury, I think. But lately, those bad experiences, I feel like I need a break from Japan, you know, because when you have someone who, you know, it's like, you know, I say, hey, you made a mistake. Your friend, that product's title is not right. You made a mistake, and they doubt your French level, and they tell you, oh, but I checked out on the internet, and it's that spelling, and they show you a stack of paper printed out from the internet, and you're like, oh yeah, but this, you checked out. Yes, you checked out only on Japanese sites. But in the first, why are you even asking me, doubting my French in the first place? I am French. I even taught French on Japanese TV, and you are doubting my French, and you're like, seriously? I was like, what the heck, you know? But this is how it goes. I really have to do. I see more. It really brought me back to those first years in Japan, and I have 400. No, I think it's just that these, and I think there is no coincidence. Maybe it's because I'm doing those lives, and, you know, I needed to see clearly again, because I was. We've been talking with JK about, you know, doing. She asked me. Okay, no more battery. She said I should do a live stream about, you know, what I've been doing until now, you know, and how I came to have this position right now. And, you know, when I thought of it, I thought, no, I didn't have so many difficulties. And the setbacks I had recently, it reminded me of the difficulties I had. And because as I explained before, I tend to forget the negative things I've had in my life. So it's a good thing, because it reminded me of the difficulties I had. And now I have, you know, I have to, I can make a more thorough live stream about the experience I've had until now and the things that will probably never change being a foreigner here and when you work with Japanese people. But there are lots of good things, but there are also not so good things. And I've been reminded of this, and which is a good thing, I had to be reminded, I think. Voilà. Alors, my friends, never change yourself. I want, guys, because even when I started doing TV, it didn't change me, so no worries about that. I only have 20% of battery left, and I needed, to meet my friend and to tell her that I couldn't even tell you about the layaway thing. I'm so disconnected. Hasn't changed my life, guys. We're in a new era. Okay, it's just like it's New Year, right? I will see you very soon. Next week, I think. And voilà, merci. Thanks for following. It was nice catching up. Thank you, Ramses and the others for the chip-in. So going to finish this. Noj, thanks. You're still here. JK, Jason. See you very soon, only in Antarctica. Thomas, you haven't received your parcel yet, I assume. Let me know when you receive it. And but it takes time to go to the States. Merci beaucoup, love you. Have to try and take good pictures of the babies in their new bed, right? You have received it? Thomas, I was, I regretted not sending it in registered mail, so I'm never doing this again. From now on, it will be registered. You have? Okay. Please message me if you don't. Maybe I need to explain you how to use a few things, okay? Message, please. That's the good news. Paul, merci beaucoup. Thank you all, and see you very soon. À bientôt. Bye guys. Bye 400. Thank you, Tom.